Hi there, my name is Morgan and I'm trying my best. Join me today as I give you a tour of my one-bedroom DC apartment, from how I have everything organized to what kind of furniture I have and how I set up my apartment. Let's go. I moved in here about 2 weeks ago, like 2 weeks exactly? Yeah, 2 weeks exactly ago. And I have been kind of moving in since then, and I finally feel like I'm ready to show you my apartment, so let's go. So we're starting out in the hall. I have a lovely floor mat. That's where I keep my shoes. My slippers also live there. We've got a Gemma walking around. Hi, Gemma. She's my only roommate. One of the things that I love most about this apartment, sorry baby. One of the things I love most about this apartment is the in-unit washer and dryer. Normally the bathroom has some floor mats, but those are in the washer, obviously. Hello. I have very little storage in the bathroom, so I've got my makeup collection here. I've got I've got all of my daily skincare right there. The rest of my makeup is down here, along with medications and contacts and extra hair stuff. My robe is on that super convenient hook right there, and I installed this, I don't know what it's called, I want to say pressure rod shower caddy, and it's perfect because my shower is weirdly uneven on the sides, so each corner can hold like one thing max. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of things in my routine. One of my regrets is buying these shower curtain rings that are open because they keep falling off, but this shower curtain is fabric and washable, and it's great because shower curtains are gross. This is the row that I use the most often. We've got Gemma's leash here, my mask that I'm using here, as well as my headphones, and then also my keys. And I have this little pouch that's meant to hold like a water bottle, but my wallet fits in there, as well as my keys and some treats, so I like keeping that there. And I have a second one just in case. And then here is my mask collection. Those are all fresh out of the wash. Gemma just perked up because she heard the keys, as well as some masks that don't fit me quite as well, but I'm keeping them because, you know, we're in a global pandemic. And a couple of reusable grocery bags, should Trader Joe's ever allow that ever again. When I went to Target to get my stuff for this apartment, I wanted pick-a-size paper towels because I think the big ones are the normal ones are just too big. So, and the only thing that was available was this 12-pack. So that just has a shelf to itself. I've got my extra duvet cover, I've got extra pillowcases up there, as well as a helmet for when I use the bike shares or the scooters. Here I keep my towels, my like run outside shoes, which are Uggs in the winter and these flip-flops in the summer. When I'm making Amazon orders that have a minimum cost for delivery, I always just add sparkling water to it, because it's pretty safe that I'll drink it. So that's my extra sparkling water. And then I have all of my coats, 2 leather jackets, a denim jacket, this wool jacket, this, I think, wool blend jacket. It's a little bit heavier, and then my rain jacket. And yeah, that's what I keep in my coat closet. I like my kitchen quite a lot. I think it's fairly efficient in terms of space and how it's used. I've got all of my drinking stuff here, my regular glasses, my pint glasses, my blender bottles, and my coffee mugs, as well as some copper mugs for Moscow Mules and a few shot glasses I've collected over the years, as well as a French press that I don't use a whole lot, mostly because I don't have any loose leaf tea at the moment. Here is my motivational Sunday smoothie that I got from a place down the street that has a window that you can pick stuff up at, as well as probably the most used food item in my house, my protein powder. And I also have BCAAs for post-workout, and this caffeine-free pre-workout as well. We have a nice big sink, which is kind of dangerous because I put a lot of stuff in there. This dishwasher is also super fancy. It didn't work for the first like 4 days that I lived here, so that was fun. This space down here is where I keep all of my cleaning supplies and extra paper bags for recycling and garbage bags for garbage. I've got all-purpose cleaner, dish detergent. Back in the back there's white vinegar, which I love to use for cleaning. Right here is vinegar, tea tree oil, and water, which I use to clean my yoga mat. Baking soda, which is almost exclusively a cleaning product in my apartment, and then a bunch more tea tree oil. Here, so as you can see, my cabinets are kind of a reach for me. So I have a step stool that I use a lot, but that's all my Snapware collection. I have both glass and plastic. Here is where I put my dishware. I'm sure this is not being used super efficiently in terms of space. There's a whole shelf up there that I can't reach that is just empty, but I have my plates and then my bowls. Here is my assorted cooking things. I have my my smoothie maker that I borrowed from my parents' house, my hand mixer, which I love very much, some wet measures, and some mixing bowls. And then here is where all of my food is. On the bottom shelf there's spices. The middle shelf is some spices that don't fit on the bottom shelf, as well as my staple items: peanut butter, oats, olive oil, that sort of thing. And then on the top shelf is things that I don't cook as often. So I have some macaroni and cheese for emergency food. I have hot chocolate and pecans, which came in a surprise Amazon order that was left at my apartment by mistake, and quinoa and tea. These drawers are basically impossible to open easily because they're soft close, but they're also just impossible to open right away. So here is where all my utensils are kept, my regular silverware, some knives, and some takeout food utensils. All of my cloth stuff, my dishcloths, these are really nice. They've got this stitching in them that makes them useful for cleaning dishes. I have one out right now, and as well as all of my oven mitts and stuff. This is where all of my food storage / cooking stuff is. So I've got all of my essential bag sizes. I've got snack bags, sandwich bags, and quart-size freezer bags, along with plastic wrap, parchment paper, and aluminum foil. And then down here, I didn't really know what to put, but under the stove, I have a couple of baking sheets, and then a muffin tin, a baking pan, and 2 baking dishes. So to me, this is a baking pan, and these are baking dishes, and I don't know if the distinction is just like a Minnesota thing or what, but they are different. And then down here I have my pots and pans, as well as all of my cutting boards. They are color coded. The yellow one is for chicken, the green one is for vegetables, the red one is for red meat, and the blue one is for fish. I don't know, my blue one is my least used one, so that's the one I'm most likely to grab if I need an extra green one. I have a stock pot back there, which is great, and then also a tofu press. Alright, now that this is done, we can throw that away. But I love how clean the lines of my kitchen are. And I love that my Dutch oven matches my utensils. And my friend gave me a bottle of wine, and I'm probably not going to drink the wine, but it makes a great decoration. Oh, here I also have the rest of my cooking utensils that don't really fit into that cute little jar. Edgar Allan Poe followed me from my last 2 apartments. He's from the Edgar Allan Poe Museum in Richmond. Here I have my extra water bottles, my second smoothie maker that I forgot that I had when I took the first one from my parents' house, extra various kinds of wrap, and my extra taco seasoning because I have 2 containers of that because it's very good. Just kind of an overview of what's in my fridge. We've got leftovers and sparkling water, and that's pretty much it. Lots of almond milk. And then my freezer is mostly homemade frozen pizza right now. There's also homemade vegetarian chili. You can't super see that. There's also frozen bananas for banana ice cream. And more chili vegetables, chicken sausage, chicken patties, and just so much frozen bananas, you guys. So that's my kitchen. I think it's wonderful. I really enjoy it. It's very useful. There's a lot of counter space. There's, you know, the appliances are nice. Hi, Gemma. My bedroom's pretty cool because check this out. It's separated from the rest of my living space. So here I've got my nightstand, which I think matches the floor pretty well. The lamp on it is from when I started college in 2012, so that's been around for a while. I like it because of this little outlet. It stores the essential oils I use for my essential oil diffuser. And normally there's a plug for my phone and whatever other cords I need, which are kept in there. I bought a duvet cover for myself, which I enjoy. It's from Urban Outfitters. I've got this weighted blanket from Target. On screen, it looks like it matches my bedspread, I think, but in person, it's not great. I wish I had my red cover, which is on the weighted blanket that I left at my parents' house. Gemma, what are you doing? Come here. Gemma likes pretending this is the house in Clue, which is part of the reason I bought a bed frame in the first place. Gemma, do you want to get up? Are you gonna get up? Go on. Oh, you're so good at that. Gemma just likes hanging out in whatever room I'm in. Right, baby? Okay. These are things that I need to return. I was going to do that today, but then it started raining, and I just, at that point, couldn't be bothered. My bedroom is the one that has the most art in it because I just enjoy having a lot of art in my space. Here's all of my keepsakes are here. We've got the check from the first book I ever published, self-published. It is 35 cents. A couple of pop figures, a ceramic figure of one of my friend's dogs, some Beanie Buddies, the time that I went to platform 9 3/4, and like the essential jar of change. And that's on top of the dresser where I keep all of my loungewear. I'm not even gonna bother opening that drawer. That's socks and underwear. Here we've got sports bras, tank tops, and leggings for working out. This is my t-shirts and crew necks. I have 3 crew necks and they're kind of stretching the limit of what this drawer can hold. As well as my lounge shorts and PJ bottoms / sweatpants. This closet it feels huge, even though I'm pretty sure it's the same size as the closet I had in my last apartment. Up at the top, we have accessories, things that don't fit me right now, and my Renaissance Fair costume, as well as there are two extra hangers that I haven't used yet. Here we have most of my clothes. Some clothes is under my bed. Some clothing items are under my bed because they are out of season. I have 50 hangers, and the goal is to be able to fit all of my clothes on those 50 hangers. We'll see how that goes. Those are all of my shoes, not including the ones that are at my front door and the ones that are in my coat closet. I've got my purses here. I love all of them very much. There's an extra strap that I use for this leather bag. I have my cardigans on that side, my regular sweaters on this side. I've been kind of loaded up on sweaters at this point. The top, all but one of them I think are new for this season in terms of sweaters. And I'm hoping it gets kind of cold around here. I've got, in kind of no particular order, my shorts and pants just on those 2 shelves. And then my gym bag, my version of a junk drawer. I'm not even going to worry about opening it right now. And then all of my camera stuff is in this basket. And I have 2 more sweatshirts hanging up, my Columbia fleece and my University of Minnesota hoodie, as well as my Nationals cap. This laundry basket is super useful. It's divided so you can put your lights and darks in different sides. Usually what ends up happening is I'll separate my lights and darks and then just do a whole load with both of them in it anyway. I also have garment bags down there, which I got specifically to wash my mask. This is my office. It's a little bit messy right now. It only looks messy. Okay, I have to explain. So these drawers have all of my journaling supplies, all of my electronic stuff for my computer, and then all of my letter writing stuff. Here I have all of my cords that I use for charging things, as well as this adapter that I got for my trip in January that ends up working out really well for just having 4 things plugged into it at once, plus charging my camera batteries. My 2 journals that I have going right now, I've got my Hobonichi for the rest of the year, as well as my bullet journal, my iPad. As you can see, I have a couple of Magic the Gathering related things here. These are playmats, which are used to play Magic on, like kind of just like placemats, but they are wonderful as mouse pads as well. Here is Gemma's corner. We have her water. She loves to drink water. My little girl loves being hydrated. Her food, which I fill twice a day and just let her pick at it. And then her food container. For a dog that is as prone to scavenging as she is, I'm surprised she never tries to get into it, so I just leave it out. And then back here, I have something that has also traveled with me since the end of high school, which is my toolkit, which I love very much. For my living room, I have a TV that my parents let me take with me when I left Rochester, and a DVD player that I kind of requisitioned from my parents because I'm the only one who watches DVDs, and I only watch Murder, She Wrote DVDs. So we've got books here, my Murder, She Wrote DVDs here, as well as some stuff that doesn't really fit anywhere else. And then this top drawer here is my various electronic stuff that didn't fit in that drawer. So I've got my Switch, as well as my microphone and webcam. Here's my Kindle as well. I have it out because I've been trying to read more. And then here, I've got all of my Magic the Gathering stuff, which is not very much anymore. These are the rest of my board games, as well as my tarot cards, which I count as board games. These things I got to help me with inspiration for writing, and they're just beautiful. Then here is all of my art supplies. This is kind of where everything that didn't fit anywhere else goes. I've got my box of letters that I've gotten from people. I just hoard them. My extra playmats, my 2 or 3 books that don't fit on my shelves, some return address labels, and then my collection of Magic the Gathering cards. Here is some personal stuff. I've got like business cards that I was using for my photography, and then COVID happened, so we're not doing that right now. Some old art journals that I like keeping. Okay, this is gonna bother me if I don't fix it, so. Those are my last 3 books. They are about drawing and writing. I like them a lot. This green bin here, which has all of my random house maintenance stuff. Has all my random house maintenance stuff. So my photograph hanging kit, which as you saw, I use a lot. I've got these furniture felt things. This is a sewing kit. Oh, okay, so this one labeled snacks is actually all of my letters. Oh no, they spilled out. This label is from 2016. Is actually all my letters, which must make the swan box all of my greeting cards that I've made but haven't sent. Let's find out we're not gonna find out together because I don't wanna move the playmats. These chairs have to be my favorite thing in my apartment. I got them from a Goodwill when I was living in Madison. I brought them to my parents' house, and then I brought them here. They've each got a blanket on them because Gemma loves sleeping on blankets, so she'll, depending on her mood, be in one or the other. I got this beautiful lamp to use when it's dark out because this room doesn't have any overhead lighting. This tray thing is what I use to eat at, basically, when I'm not eating at my desk. This is a lip because you can adjust it and have it sit at an angle. The problem being that it doesn't quite, it's too high for my armchairs, so I usually just eat at that. So I usually just eat at it. I've been working on drinking a gallon of water a day, so I found the easiest way for me to do that was just have a gallon of water sitting around that I work on drinking. This is the pride of my apartment, I would say. This is my gym area. I've got this really cheap exercise bench that makes a suspicious noise when you put weight on it. I usually just use it when I need elevated exercises anyways, so it's not like a huge deal. And that's on my old foam yoga mat that attracts dust pretty easily, so I don't like using it for actual yoga. Here I've got all of my gym supplies that aren't weights. I've got a yoga block, my weight vest, a jump rope, these resistance bands. I have a set of those, and then stuff like these, which are for massaging, I guess, for muscle relief. And then I've got my travel size yoga mat and my foam roller. And then here I have the best investment I made near the start of quarantine, which is a set of adjustable weights. So these can go from like 0 to 33 kilograms each weight, and I love them very much. I also have a set of 10-pound dumbbells and a set of 5-pound dumbbells that I use just as kind of a shortcut during my circuit workouts. A fan, which is sometimes necessary, although as it gets cooler, it's not going to be as necessary. My bar for doing bar-related exercises, and then my mirror. And this mirror is meant to kind of get hung on a wall, but I need a drill to do it, and I have a couple of friends who've offered to help me with it. The thing is, I actually like the ability to move it around because I use it to take selfies. I use it to check my form, so like normally if I'm working out, I'll have it sitting over there so I can look at myself in the mirror. And yeah, I enjoy this mirror though. Thank you so much for joining Gemma and I for this apartment tour. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm sure I'm going to put up more content on my apartment, from what's in it to how I organize that stuff. So be on the lookout for that. Until next time, my name is Morgan, and I'm trying my best. This dog looks so comfortable. Stay.